The internet provides opportunities for children to learn, connect, play and access information to support their education. However, it also leaves them vulnerable to exposure to online violence, pornography and targeting from online predators. No single measure will protect our children from online abuse and exploitation. Preventing online harm requires a united approach involving parents, carers, teachers and other frontline professionals. My name is John Rouse and I'm a Detective Inspector with the Queensland Police Service working at the Australian Centre to Counter Child Exploitation, the ACE, as manager of the COVID Online, Victim Identification and the training teams. The ACE is a centre of excellence that unifies agencies in a collaborative effort to counter child exploitation. Our vision is a world where children are free from exploitation. This closely aligns with the Daniel Morcombe Foundation's vision of a future where children are free from harm and abuse. Parents and carers are the frontline defence in protecting children from online harm, and this means they must maintain awareness of how online predators target children. Any child, regardless of gender, can be a victim, so it's important to stay alert and maintain a knowledge of how technology is used. If you are concerned that a child is at risk of online harm, you should take action and report it immediately. If you think a child is in immediate danger, you should call 000. The ACE website provides information on how to report online abuse, including what evidence to collect before removing or deleting it. This is so that we know exactly what happened and can respond accordingly. When parents or carers find out that their child has sent explicit images via a private messaging service, the immediate instinct is often to delete the photo, erase all content and block the user. This is a natural response. However, it's extremely important to retain all evidence to provide it to the police. You can take screenshots of chat conversations and, wherever possible, web page addresses and relevant social media platforms, including account names and profile usernames, dates and times. Keep any photos that have been sent, but please do not distribute them any further or reproduce them by taking screenshots. Online child sexual exploitation is a form of sexual abuse in which the perpetrator or perpetrators manipulate a victim into sexual activity. The process can involve an exchange of money, gifts, or an offer of status, protection, or affection. It includes a process known more commonly as grooming and can result in the live streaming of sexual activity and coercing and blackmailing children for sexual purposes. Grooming is a process where someone befriends and gains the trust of a child, and sometimes the child's friends and family, in order to take advantage of the child for sexual purposes. It can occur over weeks, however, it can happen much faster, sometimes in a matter of hours. Child sex offenders are masters at manipulating children, often appearing kind and helpful. However, there are signs of grooming that you should be aware of. In the first stage, the offender will identify and target a young person, often based upon their vulnerabilities. During this stage, a parent might notice a more positive shift in the child's behaviour. They may feel excited that they have made a new friend, or that someone is providing them with a lot of attention. They may want to spend more time on the internet and become secretive about the sites they are visiting. In the second stage of grooming, the offender typically creates dependency by filling the child's social and emotional needs and creating distance between them and their families and protective networks. The offender may buy the child gifts, especially electronic devices, as a way of communicating directly with them, but this may also include sending them money, data credits for online games, or gift cards. The third stage of grooming is where a predator will take significant control of the victim's life by manipulation and coercion. They may start to desensitise the child by slowly exposing them to sexual themes, nude photos, and sexualised language. One warning sign to look out for during this stage is sexually explicit language that you would not expect the child to know or that is not age appropriate. Another red flag is behavioural change. Children may have mood swings as they are being manipulated. They may be more secretive or withdrawn, spending less time with their friends or doing things that they normally enjoy. It is important to note that from our experience, many offenders do not necessarily want to meet a child in the real world, although this does happen all too regularly. Many offenders achieve sexual gratification through educating children about sex, receiving images and videos, and through the power and control they exert over the victim. The final stage of grooming is where the offender achieves total dominance of the victim. In most cases, the offender uses secrecy, blame, and even threats and intimidation to keep the child from saying anything. For example, they may threaten to share explicit photos with the child's family or friends. Children may appear withdrawn, sullen, fearful, or depressed, and their emotions may become more volatile as they try to cope with the situation that they are now in. The ACE works closely with other organisations like the Daniel Morcombe Foundation to help protect children from online sexual exploitation through community awareness and education. We also have investigative capabilities that we utilise to identify and apprehend offenders, and to identify and locate children that have been sexually abused. For many years, law enforcement teams across Australia have been successful in identifying and apprehending online offenders by creating fictitious child profiles or by assuming the identity of children that have been subjected to online sexual exploitation. With consent from the parents or carers, we are able to log into the child's account and engage with child sex offenders to gather critical evidence of grooming that can lead to an arrest. Parents and carers know their children best and are the true frontline protection in preventing online exploitation and harm. Being aware of what your children are doing online and encouraging open lines of communication are key to ensuring their safety and well-being.